Wait, hello. Yeah, I'm I'm basically recording this for as a some sort of like a reminder that I have to make this video later on. So yeah, vehicle handling design. I'm kind of like fond of it because whenever I play some of the racing games, I'm just like so like critical on it. Like I'm so picky. Yeah, I'm so picky on it, like how the car is supposed to behave in the racing game. So this is more of like the rushed version of vehicle handling design, because obviously later on I will like, yeah, I need to record the videos of all the gameplays and then edit it and whatnot. So I'm just gonna give you guys like a short rushed version of what vehicle handling design is, especially in racing games. I think in any of the games which requires a particular person to like drive cars or vehicle around the game world. So for a vehicle handling design is how how a vehicle, like let's say a car, is supposed to behave in a game, like how it's supposed to like drive, not drive, how me as a person is supposed to like drive the car in the game, right? So how it's supposed to like handle. For instance, let's say if I'm gonna drive Porsche, yeah, I'm still have this wallpaper on my computer. So let's say I want to drive a Porsche. So what factors do I need to keep in mind? A six-cylinder boxer engine, rear-wheel drive, uh, timeless design. I think the newer Porsche, they have like very agile steerings, like very quick agile steering. Like yeah, they can easily react to it. But the older ones, they only had like four gears, so they were like sluggish as hell. And also 911 has like very, I think during the 70s, and I just came back from the shower, so please don't mind my hair. It's shit. Brr. It's shit. Okay, where was I? Yes. The older 911, they had this kind of like a rep. They had this kind of rep. They were called as the Widowmaker. It's just the car was so powerful and yet so, how can I say this? Can't think of a word. You know how there is some sort of like a traction control and then ABS, the what's the full form of ABS? All braking, was it all braking system? I think it was all braking system, that. And there are other few assist in actual car which are being controlled by a fucking electronic. So that same thing, but obviously it was during the 70s and 80s, right? So it was pretty old, so I don't think they had that many high tech in their car, right? So 911 had this kind of a rep in which they were known as the Widowmaker, because a lot of racers, race car drivers, they were being killed. Like even normal civilians who buy that car, right? They are like being killed just by driving at high speed. So yeah, that was it. But skill issue. I mean, I think even I will die as well. But yeah, vehicle handling in video games is more like how you you as a player drive the car, and then how a camera or a UI or any environment like respond to it. It's more like and also respond to it in how you're supposed to drive the car as well. Like, because let's say if I drive like an all-wheel drive car, like a Subaru Impreza WRX STI, that's the one. WRX STI. If I drive it's all-wheel drive. That means all the power goes on all four wheels rather than rear wheel or front wheel. It goes on all four wheels. So I have better. I think even in video games, I kind of prefer all-wheel drive because I have like more control on all the four wheels. So I know where I want them to go, like which direction I need to point them to. Like that's not even a good one. Yeah, I mean you get the gist. Like I have control on all four wheels rather than just the rear wheels. Honda Civic, the most classic example. It's front wheel drive car. It's front wheel drive, and it's fun. I mean, it's a tiny car, but I think it's the engine, the VTEC. is just so powerful because I think it's twin cam, I believe. I think it's twin cam. Because of that, once you reach a certain like gear ratio, I believe, or that drive, yeah, once you go past that certain RPM, or yeah, I think it was based on RPM. Once you go a certain limit of the RPM, the engine unlocks kind of this another mechanism which actually coins the term VTEC. Now I can't remember the full form of VTEC. Also, during my thesis in physics, like if physics and mathematics of a vehicle in racing games, I was like researching on a lot of topics like suspensions, steering, aerodynamics, which I only like touched like 1% of it. I didn't went fully on aerodynamics because it was more of like understanding how cars behave in video games. So my I think my framework had I had like it had like all the most like basic stuff like how many gears are there, the gear ratios, and then how much RPM is supposed to be delivered to a respective wheel depending on the gear ratios, and then how much horsepower is also supposed to calculate given the RPM and what was it? Torque. Wait. Let me check quick. The because for my framework, I wasn't using like a direct horsepower value. I was calculating the horsepower based on like yeah, torque times RPM divided by 5252. So yeah, I think torque is like Newton pounds per feet. Man, I think should be a better SI unit, man. I believe it's not. I think it's pound per feet, but yeah, foot pounds, Newton meters. Yes, torque in Newton meters times RPM. Oh wait, what? Wait, so I was calculating it wrong. Oh shit. Oh fuck. So on my framework, what I was doing, I was taking the value of Newton meter and then calculating it in imperial units, like in horsepower, like which was actually supposed to take foot pounds times RPM divided by 5252. But I was taking the value of Newton meter instead of foot pounds. Oh my god. Hey, at least now I have something to fix. And I mean, it's not that much of a big issue. I just need to change the values of all the cars I'm using because in my framework I'm using a Subaru. It's like some random ass car model, but I put the values of Subaru. Oh wait, I think there is a Subaru as well. Yeah, Subaru. Then Volkswagen Corrado VR6. Then what else? I had a NASCAR, but I think the values are really. I mean, it's a bit wrong because the center of mass is somewhere else, which I need to focus on. And Jaguar XJ220, that's the classic, and Porsche 911. I had another car as well. I can't remember now. Oh yes, Civic. Obviously, EJ1. That's the sedan which you see in the first Fast and Furious movie, the Fast and Furious. Yeah, that's actually my favorite sedan. Man. Honda Civic EJ1. I really want to own that car, man. Like even for my car, right? Like the kind of cars I want to own in my life is Honda Civic EJ1, Porsche 944, and what others? I don't think I have any other car I want to own, man. It's more like I want to own car which can be used for racing on Sunday, but then can also be used for daily driving on Monday. That was the NASCAR's motto. The car that races on Sunday sells on Monday. That was the motto. Hey, I think the new Civic also like falls in that same category. The car that races because on Monday it's just like a regular car, but then on Sunday there is one of the feature. I mean, obviously it has the intelligent VTEC, the new Civic, but still, yeah, I kind of hate people who just like own like supercars, but then they don't even use it. I mean, why? why are you even buying it in the first place? Which I know I mean it's their money, they can do whatever you want, but as a car enthusiast, it's kind of like pisses me off so much. Like, okay, you own, like, let's say, fuck that. Yes, I think the day before yesterday, I saw one of the wagons. It was like an old wagon. It was a Volvo, Volvo 240E. When it 240E came out, 1974 to 1993. I saw that wagon. Oh my god, bro! I had so much. I actually have so much respect for that guy than any person in Manchester who owns a Ferrari. I have so much respect for him than any Ferrari or Lamborghini owners, man. Like, cause this car is so old. It's Swedish, obviously, and I think he customized it because I could see he might have lowered the car's height a bit because I could see the wheels, they were cambered. Like, I think the front wheels were a bit cambered, and also they had some different they were running a different rims than the factory ones. And obviously I could easily figure bro, I just need a sniff from a car and that's it. I can easily tell if it's if it's custom or factory. Hmm. Yeah, where was that? Vehicle handling, yes. So different kind of games like behave on how they want their cars to behave and how they expect the players to drive the car in a game. So let's say in Gran Turismo 4, because it's like very, very realistic based. I would say it's more like 85 to 87% realistic, because obviously there are some factors they also need to use to counter the whole realism, or else it will just fail. It's not fully realistic. I would say Beam NG is the only game which can reach like 95 or 96% of realism, obviously because of their crash, like the soft body physics. But yeah, Gran Turismo, they made the cars in such a way they actually behave how you are supposed to handle them, like how they actually look. So best example I would give is a normal Honda NSX, the 90s one, not the recent, the 90s one. Because there were two version of that car. I think that car in GT4. There's the normal one, and then there's a race spec one, which is like all that the spoilers, and then everything is like fully customized for like the racing. So obviously for Honda NSX, the normal one have like more. How can I say it's like a little bit floaty. Like, yeah, I can feel the weight shifting whenever I'm turning. But then with the race specs, because it's so lowered, it's like basically sticking to the ground, right? So it's like a sudden shift in the weight, and then yeah, I'm turning, and then ooh, that kind of thing. Then Need for Speed. Recently, I was playing Unbound, and I mean the game like graphically is really good. I mean, I've been playing Need for Speed like at 30 frames my entire life. This is, I think, Unbound. Did I play? I remember I played Payback, but I don't remember if it was in 30 or 60 frames. But yeah, Unbound is like my first time, or maybe second time if I played Payback in 30 or 60 frames. Like in 60 frames, like Unbound in 60 frames. So what I think, because I was hearing a lot of like backlash from like an actual Need for Speed fans. Obviously, because ASAP Rocky, I don't think people were pissed off because of ASAP Rocky. It was more of because how the car was handling. I mean, it was more of like it's a Need for Speed. It's about street racing. Why is there a health bar? Because if you look at the old, obviously, I wouldn't say it's. I mean, graphically and environment also look pretty good to me. But I think I know what this people of was the handling of the car, because in Need for Speed, like the old ones, right, Most Wanted, Underground. I think the same thing happened with Undercover as well, but people made few mods just to make it less sticky on the road. But yeah, with Unbound, right, it's just So weird because some of the I think which car I was driving. I was driving the Nissan Silvia. Was it the Silvia K? I think? Let me check. Because I know. Was it K98? Yes, Nissan Silvia K, pronounced Kings. Yes, that was the car I was driving. A Need for Speed Unbound at the very start. Was it this one? Wait. Uh, yeah, it was this one. Yeah. Yeah, Junkan, 1998 Nissan Civic. Yeah, this is the one I was driving. Yeah. This one, right? Now, in real life, obviously, if you look at the car in real life, you like also if you see the videos around the internet, you'll see how it's supposed to like drive. Like in as like a car guy, you can easily get the idea of how it's supposed to like go through the corners or like how it's supposed to handle or how it like grips on the road. But if you play this car in the game, oh my god, it was such a pain in the ass. Like yeah, I could like reach high speed, but then when it comes to turning, right, it's just let's say for drifting, the drift in Need for Speed Carbon and Underground was so good. Like I think that's the best you can say like how drifting. Even in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, the drift was so good. Like because when you're drifting, right, you need to hold it, and then obviously when another turn comes up, you need to transition it from left to right. Unbound, I can't. Payback, I can't. Heat, I can't. Like it's just pissed me off so much. I haven't even finished Payback yet. It got so boring to the point. Yeah, it just got so boring. Like, oh my god, I need to do that. And also music on top of it. I wouldn't complain the music, but yeah, I think obviously ASAP Rockies were good. But then there were few. I mean, they had Kate Renata and Tyler the Creator as well, so that was good. Playboy Cardi was a bit like it threw me off guard. Like, huh? One ad lib. Okay, me and my roommates, I was just like chilling at the car customization section, and then the music was being played. Right, I was like, oh, I was like, I've heard this song before. Then one ad lib. Wait, one way, and then all three of us like neural activation. Oh, you're fucking Playboy Cardi, man. But yeah, that was good. But a few of the song choices have been weird. Like, is this supposed to be in a racing game? Because in the older ones, they have like some rock music, some death metal. Because I think in Most Wanted there are a few death metal songs which, oh my god, they actually kick in the right moment. And always the police pursuit song is also like so the police pursuit song and Unbound was so weak. Oh my god, like I can just get past them easily, man. At least I think the difficulty of AI, the the AI in Most Wanted was like yeah, it was anxiety inducing. Because like I'm afraid like okay, this shit can happen anytime. I mean I'm playing like near Most Wanted right now on the PS2 emulator. I don't know, kind of seems fitting, but yeah, fun times, fun times. Uh, Excuse me. Mm, what else? Yeah, so moving on from Need for Speed Unbound, then I'm playing Forza Horizon. I played Forza Horizon a lot. Like I have basically downloaded the whole thing in my mind. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. And this is the best part about Forza Horizon. It's just it always the car in Forza Horizon is always performs the way you want it to perform. Like okay, let's say I'm driving. Which car should I pick? I have so many cars in Forza Horizon, man. I can't think of. Uh, I mean, the last time I played Forza Horizon was, God knows, so many months ago. But the last car I drove was the Ford GT Mark II. Yeah, that car. I think that's like the 70s because I know that car was used in the Le Mans or Ford versus Ferrari that movie. So the Ford GT Mark II that was used. Yeah, that car. and because it's an old car, right? Obviously, it's that car is made in the 70s, so obviously like yeah, you're not it's not supposed to have all those traction controls or any kind of like assist, let alone let alone a traction control. Obviously, it doesn't have any other kind of assist, let alone a traction control. So the only thing you can do right now is put on the racing tires and then press the accelerator and then pray to God that you don't end up crashing. God. But yeah, at least now I'm driving an old car in Forza Horizon, and I've seen the footage of like that actual car in real life, so I have an idea of how I'm supposed to drive this car. Boom, it does that. I know Need for Speed is like meant more for like arcade, but come on, yeah, yes, vehicle handling, no, another term. So there is arcade, realistic, and then I think semi-arcade or semi-realistic, which I this game, Race Driver Grid by Codemasters. They have, I think, Codemaster has like they have the sauce, man. I'm telling you, they have the sauce to like perfect the semi-arcade, semi-realistic handling. I don't know, man. I don't know what kind of shit they're smoking. I don't know what kind of sauce is in their ingredients, man. Kind of special sauce, man. It's just like because I played Race Driver Grid. I played Grid 2. I played Grid Legends. I'm playing Toka Race Driver on the PS2 emulator, right? Oh my god, it's like, holy shit, man. It's like a perfect balance of Arcadian realism. Perfect. It's right in the middle. It's just so perfect. And obviously the game feel as well, like how the camera is also supposed to like move out, like just to give you an impression that yeah, you're going really fast. Another game, Drive Club. I don't know what happened because I think Evolution Studios they made like MotorStorm, which was like fully arcade. But then I was playing Drive Club a lot. That game just looks so like real, man. It's just so good. Even same with Drive Club, and everything was perfect. I would always prefer like Drive Club and then Race Driver Grid. I mean, Grid Legends is like because of EA, but they have the other kind of stuff just in the game. But yeah, Toka Race Driver 2, Colin McRae, Colin McRae Rally, Dirt Dirt Rally, right? So you if you watched all the World Rally Championship cars, you know how they're supposed to like jump and then move around like the gravel and then asphalt and whatnot. So basically, in Dirt Rally, you have to also customize the suspension according to the situation. But you get the idea. Like yeah, it's you need control on all four wheels just so you can maneuver a certain hairpin or anything with ease. Vehicle handling. That's how it's supposed to be. So yeah, this is more of the rushed version of vehicle handling class. I think I should call it more like vehicle handling design in racing games explain ADHD version because I've been going off topic so much. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to be like. But now at least I made this video, right? So now I still have to collect all the resources and everything. I have a book called The Physics of NASCAR. I also use that book for completing my thesis for my FYP in the final year of university. And yeah, right now I'm not playing racing games that much. It's like I've played racing games so like I would say like bro, I've been playing racing games since I was a baby. Like when I was in kindergarten, I got my hands on PS1 and I was playing all Need for Speed games. Then second, third, fourth, yeah, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, Need for Speed. I've played racing games so much that I can't. The whole thing has like downloaded in my brain. I'm like, yes, that's it. It's enough. I still need to like experience how to play like dirt rally, like on that big sub rig. But yeah, I've played racing games so much in my life. Like that's it. Enough. I have downloaded all the information. God, I wish I could get a chance to like work in a racing game company because at least that knowledge that I have in my mind is can actually being used, man. Can finally be used. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Hey, this is just a rush version. Now I have to record the game videos and actually make a proper video on this topic. So yeah, so you guys, God knows what it's 17. Next. God knows, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I can't think of anything right now. Yeah, see you guys in 2 weeks. Now I have to record the videos.